Hey everyone, this is Peter with Age of Cookies here with Dichotomy out of Denver. Please introduce yourselves.
I'm Roman, lead guitar.
Okay.
I'm Josh Bates. And I'm Javier, lead vocals.
Cool. Of course, I know Javier, and we go back a ways. Of course, I was in his band at the time. So how did Dichotomy come to be? Did Javier, did you form the band, or was the band already formed and you joined, or what's the story?
Yeah, great question. Well, when I moved from Florida to Colorado, I figured, I wanted to continue to pursue my musical aspirations. So I kind of decided I'm going to use my same old songs I've written and hopefully get some couple of guys together. And I found these great couple of guys who play different instruments and also have written their own songs. So it just came all to be magically.
Cool. So what's the origin of the band Dichotomy? I didn't do any research. I didn't Google it, so tell me what Dichotomy means. What does it mean for the band?
To me, this is Roman. To me, Dichotomy is where we all come from. Like, I'm an 80s boy. I've been playing guitar for about 35 years now, and I really grew up in the 80s. So, and everybody has different backgrounds with their musical styles and who they like and who they don't like. And, so basically, that's really the dichotomy right here at the table. Everybody's got different influences. Javi's in the Perfect Circle. I might be into Alter Bridge. I'm a big Mark Tremonti fan. I used to be, on tour and meeting a lot of these people. So, I like to squeal a lot on the guitar, which obviously Perfect Circle not, but, we have a good mix of our sound. And I think that, to me, that's where the name really fits what we're doing and what's going on. But that's me. So somebody else has a differing opinion, but that's a pretty good definition.
Kind of what I think is it's even farther as far as we come from almost like 4 different parts of the country.
That's true, too.
We've all formed crazily in Colorado, and I'm a native to Colorado. Obviously, everybody else in the band is not a native to Colorado, so kind of the races, got us together, and that kind of fits into the name as well. So.
Oh, that's good. And what genre do you consider your music to be? If you even consider it a genre. I know genres are kind of stupid, but,
alternative metal?
Yeah, it's kind of a mix. So I've heard from what I've seen, similar bands refer to themselves as quote-unquote post-grunge, whatever the hell that means.
Post-grunge, okay.
Yeah, I guess lump us in there.
Things we like to play, when it sort of really comes down.
Yeah.
We let everybody else decide what they want to call it, We just put out what we like to do and see what sticks,
Yeah, definitely. I'm not big on genres and labels. There's just too many of them. It ends up being so stupid with all the sub genres.
That's right.
Exactly. So that's why we're just like, you know what? We just rock. That's it.
Apocalyptic zombie land rock band. I don't even know.
Post grunge. No, I can't think of anything. Whatever. I was trying to go something with that, but it failed. Sorry about that. Who are I know Javier's influences, but who are your influences as musicians?
My influences would be like a Mark Tremonti, and Alex Skolnick, Earl Clue. He's a jazz guitarist. He's really good. Robert Plant. I come from all kind of areas, Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, The Doors, to Metallica, to, like I said, Alter Bridge, Shinedown, 3 Days Grace. The list goes on and on and on. So
I'm going to have to chime in real quick because I can't believe Roman totally didn't mention Pantera or Dimebag. What's wrong with you, man?
I don't know, man. I'm
Steelers, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I'm back on that list. Sorry about that.
So who?
Mine range from, Dave Ellison to Jaco Pastorius, Les Claypool, there's a lot of different, Campbell, we try to pick little parts to make our own style out of every bit of it, but at the same time, we still have to maintain our originality, Definitely a lot of influence there. Rock and metal for sure.
Yeah. So I never heard of the guy Mark Tremonti. Who is that?
He's the guitarist for Alter Bridge, formerly Creed.
Okay.
Creed broke up and got rid of Scott Stapp, right? And then they formed Alter Bridge, which is like a way heavier version of Creed, really.
Yeah.
And they have one of the best rock singers in the business, Miles Kennedy. So if you get some time, I would definitely check them out, dude. They're definitely awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard them, but I just didn't. The name Mark Tremonti didn't ring a bell, and I was Googling it as you were talking. And I couldn't find it. I didn't know how to spell his name. So there he is. Okay.
Actually, Mark Tremonti has his own original project too, called the Tremonti Project. So that's like a side project off of Alter Bridge, which is a really good thing. It's a little, more his style than the Alter Bridge thing, but they're both really good.
Yeah. Everybody else has side projects. What side projects do you guys have?
I have zero.
Zero, wow.
Same.
I have a few, obviously. Native to Colorado, it's a little easier for me. I have the availability of knowing people here, so.
Yeah.
But Invoke from Within's probably my other major project, but at this time, we're really pushing hard for Dichotomy. Just trying to get this up and running,
Yeah.
Really happy to be here.
How's the scene out in Colorado for shows? Is it a good metal rock scene out there, or is it hard to find gigs and stuff?
It's all genres really. The good thing I've noticed here, as opposed to Florida or any other place I've been to, the scene here is awesome. It could be anywhere from Sunday to a Monday. It doesn't matter. Every single day, especially downtown Denver, there's always a show going on, whether it's a, nationally signed touring band or local band. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. And the places are always packed. It's just a great thing altogether.
That sounds awesome. That's what it should be like here in Florida, but it's not. It is. You play on a Sunday night for two people. Hey, thanks a lot. Clap, clap, clap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely an increase, in my experience here since the last decade now. Bands like Five Finger Death Punch and whatnot coming out of Colorado, and it's really starting to increase not just the metal genre or whatnot, but like entire music, is being marketed and promoted a lot here. I think it's only getting stronger.
Yeah, you've got like bands like the Lumineers and stuff like that, like a lot of hipster type bands coming out of here, obviously.
Yeah. Have you guys? I saw you did a show last weekend. Have you performed any more than that, or are you still pretty much in the beginning stages of playing out live?
Yeah, we're still in the beginning stages. We're playing a couple of different places. A lot of them want to do these type of open mic type of deals.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing that just for fun, honestly, and just gain a little exposure. But then ultimately, we'd like to, play as often as we can, tour if we could. So that's in the horizon. Next up, we're actually also looking into recording possibly like a 5 to 6 song EP.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Yes, for sure.
Oh yeah, we've already been scoping the studios. We have a really good one in mind, and it's beautiful there as well. Produces really good sound on top of the fact that it's in the mountains, so it's gorgeous, obviously.
Yeah.
And excited to do that actually. I've lived here my whole life and never had an experience like that. I've done the traditional studio, everywhere. 6 different ones easily in Colorado, but not really one in this form. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's good. What songs? I know I've seen a set list, and I noticed the Double Bind songs, and I see one of them has "Everybody Wants to Rule the World." Is that the cover song from Tears for Fears?
Yeah, we do a couple covers. Normally we do like maybe one cover per set. Like if we're going out to do a gig, it's 90% original. The last gig we did Rooster. Instead of Everybody Wants to Rule the World, just because the crowd was more into the rock than the 80s, sound, even though we kind of jammed that song up. Plush, a little bit of Nirvana, can probably throw some Metallic in there, although I don't think Javi wants to sing James Hetfield, so we'll have to put it
just don't do Enter Sandman, please don't do that.
No. If I was to say Metallica, we'd be doing like Injustice for All or Blackened or something. But once again, I'm not too into Hetfield, so yeah, exactly.
No, I'd say we do like an Orion or something. That way, I don't have to sing at all.
Are you still playing guitars, Javier? Or are you just doing singing?
No, I mean I'm playing here at home for fun, but I don't play with a band at all. I just wanted really to focus on vocals, so I can really step up my game. Not hopefully, but actually, thankfully, Josh, the bassist, he does backups as well. So last couple of shows that we played live, that's that little backup vocalist I've never had there, so it's been awesome.
Yeah. Well, I did backup vocals for you on one song. You guys gonna do Pobre?
No, well, I meant as far as melodies, not screaming.
I know.
I do appreciate your singing, for sure.
So,
yeah, there's to add a little bite to our sound, add a little, more love to it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the way to put it. I love love.
Who, you guys been putting some new songs together? Who writes the songs, or how did the songs come to be? Like, did you start off with drum, or how is it? How's the whole songwriting process?
Yeah, let me just say this. When I came in, I've been playing guitar for, like I said, 35 to 37 years now in my life. I'm 43.
Yeah.
So I've been in touring bands, and I've written song after song after song, and I have a list of about 300 original songs that are are done. I mean, not all of them are recorded, but they're done as far as the lyrics, the music, and it's all put together. So basically, I would come in, and I have about like 20 originals right up front, and let's say, let's just revamp these songs. They don't have to be the way that they're written. We can change them up here and there, add a chorus, take something out, add a lead, take a lead out, whatever.
Yeah.
It's because it's going to sound different with different people. You obviously can't expect it to sound like it used to. So, that's basically where I'm coming from. And like I said, I just have song after song after song after song. And the other guys, they have some original material. The drummer wrote one we call Paradigm. Mm-hmm. He just picked up the guitar one day and was like, check this out, guys. And so I played the outline that he was playing, and then I kind of spruced it up a little bit, and there's the song.
Yeah, that works.
So, it's really the drummer's song. The bass player, Josh, here, he's got a couple originals we have yet to get to. We're doing about 3 or 4 of Javi songs right now, and I'd like to do more of those because I do like those styles. Mm-hmm. We just haven't gotten to them yet because I'm literally have presented so much material that it's just time consuming to go through this one and then go through that one and go through that one, and next month we might have 5 new tunes. Who knows?
Yeah. How do you guys practice? You practice every week or a couple times a week? Or I know when I was in the band, it was hard to just 3 of us. It was hard just to get us all together at the same time.
Right. Well, it's a different dynamic here. Thankfully, we've always been able to practice at somebody's house. So, for example, at first we were practicing over at the drummer's house. But John, he had to move somewhere, so then we ended up practicing at my house. I have an electric kit, and we just use that for now. I know it doesn't sound, but it does a job just for practice sake. And but then in a few months, once John gets reestablished and moves into a different house that's being built at the moment, we can go back to a nice acoustic set.
Yeah, that's good. So I see you have Facebook.com/Dichotomy Denver. I'm sure when you look up Dichotomy, you find other bands as well. And
yes, you do.
So I make sure I played you guys the past couple of weeks, and I make sure I tag the right band, Dichotomy Denver.
Yes, we appreciate that. I know there was a huge one back in the day from Ireland, and they released a couple albums, but they are no more. So, we figured it's a free-for-all now that we can have the name. But I'm sure there's other people that may, we may have to change our name eventually, but that's usually how it happens.
Yeah, I have to say it's really who hits it big first, really. I mean, copyright doesn't really matter anymore. I'll mail myself a CD and be the poor man's copyright.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
And you don't open it until the lawsuit comes through.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Filler, it's not maybe necessarily our go-to at this point. Or maybe, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's one of those things we let our fans, if you will, dictate that, and not really us so much.
Yeah.
They call me as long as they enjoy the show.
That's right.
Yeah. How are the people at the shows? You getting good perception or reception? I don't know what the proper word is there.
Absolutely. We're very appreciative of everything everybody that's come out to the shows. They've definitely liked the music. You can tell that they're really into it, and definitely makes us feel really good inside.
Have you guys?
One last show even where we played, we had a really good intake for what we did, and then the next band came up after us, and half the bar left. Not that I'm proud of that, but just disheartened from it either. Like, obviously we did something right, they loved us, and then as it went, everyone decided to leave. But
That stinks. Well,
unfortunately.
have you played any shows with like different varying styles, like where you guys play and then the next band is like some alt country band and the next band is a death metal band or something weird like that?
That was literally this last show.
Yeah.
They had a cover band there. I think they were called Allen's Alley. So they played covers all night, and they were good at what they did, but they were like a 10-piece band. There was like so many performers in that band, I couldn't keep track.
Oh, wow.
By the way, we called them Filipino Slipknot.
It was like the quintessential cruise band. If you will. It was like that's just what I imagined. Like going on a cruise and this is the band that plays it. It was.
Man.
They were good. They're very talented, but just didn't really sell, obviously.
Yeah.
And
that was basically our last show. Basically, and everybody was sounding different. Everybody had their own different thing going on, and like Josh said, after that second band came on, they cleared the floor out. Nobody wanted to stay there, and it's kind of funny.
Between that and the jam jazz band, I don't even know what you would refer to.
It wasn't even jazz; it was like jam rock band thing.
But rolled everyone to sleep.
Yeah.
No one was having a good time, enjoying the show anymore. So everybody left. I was like, wow, sorry to hear that for you guys. But.
Yeah.
That can be good and bad. If you're all the same sounding band, that's not a good thing. But if it's totally diverse like that, it's a bad thing.
Too much dichotomy.
There you go. So
brand recognition.
Right. So your goals right now are just to make an EP and just play it as much as possible.
Yeah, that's right. We all have our different ideas. Roman isn't really looking to tour because he's already definite and, he's been on the road and he knows it sucks. But for us, this is something new. So we're looking into possibly doing that, and not necessarily right now, but, in the future eventually. So that's kind of the goal for the rest of us. We're thinking maybe we could bring in like a touring guitarist, which is fine, but, that's still in the works.
Well, let me also just add to that. Yes, I've done it before, and I had a negative experience doing it. Doesn't mean that I'm going to have a negative experience with these folks here. Everybody's different. But the point is number one, I'm 43 years of age, so I'm getting up there in years, and I'm really kind of tired. I don't want to be moving all the time. I like to be stationary.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, I have a good job, and I was going to talk to these guys before we got hold of you, but I'm about to get a promotion, possibly making triple figures. So let me tell you, if I can make triple figures here in Colorado, growing the green, I'm going to do it. and unless somebody's gonna pay me about $4,000 a week to go out on tour, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not yet.
That's right.
Well, when you can, you let me know.
Pay your dues, and then that's all.
Touring is definitely, I mean, in my eyes, on the horizon. You know, and that's kind of the ultimate goal here, is really get our music and our sound out there. You know, but I've done it as well. I can understand. I have a family even, so it's twice as hard for me for sure. But
Oh yeah.
you know, those fights that I made, I've done it before. You know, I made great friends, made great contacts, and you know, got to travel the country. So it was nice. It does suck missing my family, but at the end of the day, you know, this is why I'm doing it though. This is something that will last forever, live on forever. You know, something I'm proud to do, and hopefully it can, you know, draw people to be better about themselves, you know, or enjoy their day. You know, that's my ultimate goal there. You know,
Yeah.
whatever I can do, get us through this shithole planet we're living on. You know.
You know, but as far as I'm concerned, man, even though I'm not willing to go, let's say, out of Colorado, like I want to be the local guitarist or whatever. You know, if I get this promotion, man, I'm willing to throw up some bucks and finance this band, which is what I was going to also talk about with these guys. That's just news to their ears, just as it is yours.
Well, there you go.
Right now.
I'm literally willing to do that, and honestly, I can't expect a big return on that investment for me, because I know how the business is, man. You know, you got to be the cream of the crop to get that $1 million check.
Oh yeah.
You know, so you know, I'm not expecting a return. And let's say I put in $50K and buy a bus and rehab it and get a driver and do all this crazy stuff and send them. You know, they go out on the road for 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time. Cool. I mean, you know, do I expect to see even 10% of that back? No.
No, I say.
We had
we had a driver. I was with Suburban Noise Records for a while. They gave us. They were owned by Cottonmouth Kings. Yeah, so they gave us and a driver and all kind of shit. So, I mean, I would do the same thing for these guys. And when they came back to Denver, you know, even just passing through to do a couple shows, well, then I'd be playing their shows.
Yeah.
But like, if they're gonna be out of state, then I literally can't do that, because I'm gonna be making a lot of money where I'm at, and if I take any time off, I lose my position.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I'm just getting. Look, dude, if I was 20 years old, I'd be like, screw it, let's go.
Oh yeah.
You know, but I've been there, done that, and it didn't prove me too well.
Yeah.
I would be 20 again.
Right?
Us old metalheads. I'm older than you. I'm 47, so I'm closer to 50 than you are.
Well, you know where I'm coming from, you know?
Oh yeah,
you get a
exactly.
good offer, you need to stick with it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let me just wrap it up here. And anything else you want to say? Tell the people listening we got to help get the word out about the band. You guys need more Facebook likes, and you guys should get trying to get a Bandcamp page at least, so people can. I like using Bandcamp. I think it's pretty cool. It's what you can do on there. So
yeah, we need a good marketing strategy. So again, I'm talking to a couple of people here and there that are going to possibly help us out. It's just a matter of talking to the rest of my bandmates about finances. So that's the business aspect of it is always, you know, the horrible part. Nobody wants to talk about that. It's necessary for the art. So. But like I said earlier, a lot of big things in the horizon.
Definitely want to say really appreciate your time and effort here. You know, it's been great talking with you. It's strange for me, again, being a Colorado kid, talking to somebody from Florida. But we appreciate your time and, you know, what you're doing for the scene and music in general, not even just our band, but all of it in general. You know, this is the way it needs to go, and this is the way it's going to survive, you know.
Yeah, it's tough out there. Yeah, well, I'll keep playing you guys, and as soon as you get some new stuff, I'll play the new stuff, and I'll try to get the other DJs here to play it as well, and try to help you out. It'll
be your way sooner than later.
Yeah, definitely sooner than later. We're in the process of recording, so some newer stuff. So we're definitely going to get you some of that Dichotomy, you know.
Yeah, I definitely want to, because I already know Yesterday and Prison with No Walls. So I already know those songs, but
those two, we've revamped. They sound a little bit different now, a lot different. So, if we have any recordings live, we'll send them to you as well so you can hear the differences. But yeah, we're definitely focusing more on Roman's stuff. So, he brings it to us and we, make whatever changes needs to be done. If they're not, a lot of times he sends me lyrics. I'm like, hey, you know what? These are awesome. I don't need to change a single word. So just maybe figure out a vocal melody that I'm comfortable with, and that's about it. So
cool.
Yes, combo here. I love it.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and definitely I'll help put it out there in the little way that I can to try and help out. So, and
hey, we appreciate it.
That's it. I appreciate the time, guys, and I will keep playing and hopefully help you guys out. And best of luck to you.
All right, rock on.
All right.